Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Brooke Gisele. This is the Infinite Goats podcast. And today I have my special guest, Anaya Kobe.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, girl. How you doing?
I'm good.
So, okay, you just
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
let's
you're
start
very
there.
welcome. Thank you
I
for
brought
coming.
you something.
You did?
Yeah.
What?
I did.
Oh, girl,
I
don't know.
I did. It was only
What
right.
is it?
It's a CD. It's signed.
Ooh.
I signed it for you.
Ooh,
And you hold it in the
see.
light. If you hold it in the light, you can see my signature through it. So you can't see it in the front,
Okay.
but you can see it
Can
through
I?
the back.
Can I?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, this is very special.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Okay,
It's really.
so
I do CDs
This is
for
beautiful.
all of my drops.
Yes. Hold on. So let me hold it up. I don't know if y'all can. Ooh, I can see
You
that.
see that? Fire.
Hold on. Let me just put it over here. And then look at this. This is so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is one of one. And I got that shit
Yeah, you do.
in person. And I gotta, you know what? This is something special.
Yeah, it's dope.
Okay. This is dope as fuck. I've never been gifted a CD, especially like one like this.
They're coming back. CDs are gonna come back. They're
Oh,
not
yeah.
back yet, but they will because vinyls are back. That's
This
how I know
is so
physical music is on the
cute.
way.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm a CD girl.
Okay, so the album, it dropped Friday
It dropped Friday exclusively on Even.
on Friday the 13th.
Yes.
That's real special.
yes.
And it's called Lord Save Me.
Lord Save Me.
So tell me a little bit about this album.
So this album is called Lord Save Me. Basically, there's an ellipsis after Lord Save Me, so it's like Lord Save Me ...
Okay.
from these niggas.
Ooh.
Yeah, from men. I don't know if you say that word on your show, but yeah.
Yeah, you can say.
Yes,
you can
from
say
these niggas.
You can say niggas.
Save me.
Okay.
Yeah, so it starts with like all the lovey-dovey side A, side B. So the first half is like all the lovey stuff we like about boys and all the great things they say about us and that make
Okay.
us feel good. And the second half is basically when you realize men just be beating your ears up.
Okay.
And it goes into like the dark sides of, being involved with men, how dark it can get or how abusive it can get or traumatizing it can get.
Okay.
So,
yeah, and I love it because you are very, very, very vulnerable on this album.
Thank you.
And I see your art and your creativity. Okay, so I went and I listened to the album, and I kind of want to I got my own personal questions about each song.
That's cool.
So the first song, and help me pronounce it.
Negrita.
Negrita.
Sí.
Okay. So that one's more so talking about is that like your roots, your culture, family, just kind of like giving an introduction of Anaya Kobe.
Facts.
Okay.
Exactly. So
Miss Kobe.
it's more so just like, I know how I look. Like I look black.
Okay.
A lot of people assume I'm just black.
Mhm.
If people assume I'm mixed, they usually think my mom is white. My mom is Mexican.
Okay.
And so I only have Hispanic culture.
Okay.
Meaning, so my dad is my black side,
Okay.
but he was never around.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not prominent in my life. So the black side of me it's not there.
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily in tune with it completely. So I grew up around Mexicans. Like family reunions was Mexicans. Like my great grandma had 9 siblings. They're the Mendoza family, and so it just like I've only been around Mexicans. That's basically what I'm trying to tell people. Like I know I look black, but I have Hispanic roots, and that's pretty much it.
It's strong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I love that.
Thank you.
Did you ever get to meet anybody like on your dad's side that you can kind of so you can know a little bit about like your dad's side and his upbringing and kind of like your black side?
So my dad, in the best way to explain it, my dad is like a bad yeast infection. Like he just be around and he come back and he go and he come back, and it's just like he's just like, I know my dad.
Yeah.
I know his side of the family, but they never really made an effort to be a part of my life. And I'm the child. So I shouldn't have to be making an effort to see y'all. Y'all should be making an effort to see me. So what I do know about him is here and there, and it's usually just from my mom. My dad's side doesn't really even talk about him. They're not really involved with him like that. So,
that's here or there.
That's here. Yeah, I don't.
At least it's like, at least you know about your dad, his family and all that, and you don't have to be connected to that.
No.
You know, but you want to go where the love is, where
Exactly.
the support is, and where you feel most like alive, I guess.
Right. I guess the crazy part about my dad is, aside from being a father, he's a great guy.
Okay.
So it really, like, that's always just really blown me. Like, my dad was a professional athlete. He was in the NFL. He's in the AFL. He's played overseas, European leagues and stuff like that. He's a very accomplished man.
Okay.
He just doesn't have dad qualities.
Okay.
Which sucks for me. But he's like, it's so hard.
He's like, okay, so from a dad standpoint, it's a no. But from outside of that, you can look at your dad like, is it like a homie, I guess?
Yeah, like if we talk on the phone, like, we real cool. Like, he a real cool guy. We could be joked out, like, but just as a father figure, it's just not fully there. And I don't really fault him for that, because I think it's an instinct, and either some people have it or they don't. I don't fault him for it. I just don't think he was born with that fatherly instinct.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But he's accomplished, and it like pushes me to be accomplished, because I know I come from greatness. Yes. I look at his accomplishments and I'm like, yeah, this is in me. Like, it's in me. So it's kind of dope.
I love how you can take a situation like that and just make it good. You know, like, not saying you're discrediting,
no, definitely,
like, that side. You are owning who you are, but you're not gonna just dwell in it and be like, oh, it's the end all be all. It's like, no, I'm gonna make the best of it. It is what it is. I accept the relationship, and I'm who I am, and that's putting the light on it. The
Facts.
great, you know.
Facts. You gotta be glass half full. I feel like a lot of us aren't, and I think that plays a lot into like our mental health, not being able to see the light or figure out the lesson in anything. So I'm always trying to like figure out, like, all right, what was this trying to teach me, or what is this trying to show me? Okay. It's gonna hurt, but you're gonna come out stronger than before. So. Yeah,
I love that.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, Cinderella. This is one of my favorite tracks, because you talking your shit, you got self-confidence and self-love, but it's like, I think this is a record for the women who do feel like that about themselves. And it's like, okay, you know, like, I'm kind of like, I'm that bitch, you know? So that's my favorite one off the album.
For real? Yeah, I like Cinderella too. Cinderella, I'm definitely barred up. It's like, I did not know I could rap that long. I mean, I did, but I'm really like, Cinderella, I'm really rapping. I like that. I like Cinderella a lot too. Okay. It's fun. Cinderella's like probably my best song to perform. Okay. Like, if someone was going to see me live, look for that one, because that one's lit. Like, I can get a crowd going. I can get them like yelling, like screaming my ad-libs with me. It's super dope. I love Cinderella.
Is that your favorite off the album?
I don't.
Or maybe top 3?
Probably like top 3.
Okay.
Probably like top 3. I don't know if I had a favorite, but I could probably pick like 3 out of there.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you that after all. Because I gotta do a rundown.
You good. Keep going.
Okay. Dip and Do Me. So this is where I feel like you got your butterflies from a man. But you kind of like seeing through him. But you like, nigga, I'm that bitch.
Come on.
And I know you wanna me.
Come on.
Like, that's how most men are. Let's just say, if they're not gay. 99.9%. But I think it's more so like, even though you know that, it's like you still feeling him, you feeling yourself, but it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Is that kind of?
Yeah. Dip and Do Me cool. Like, it's very cool. Like, I know what you on. I'm not on that yet. Okay. Like, I'm not there yet. So Dip and Do Me is kind of like when a man's doing a lot, and you like, man, not yet. Like, I'm not trying to do all that tonight. Like, just meet me in the club. Like, I'm trying to have a good time. Okay. I think sometimes men try to rush what they looking for. That's cool. And usually women have the same urges as men. I don't think men realize, like, women be just as in heat as y'all. Like, of course. We just compose ourselves better. Yeah. So Dip and Do Me is pretty much like that. Like, okay. I'm on that, but like, just like, chill.
Next song. Okay, how do I say this?
Mariposas.
Sí, mariposas. So, is this more so about like you feeling a dude and feeling yourself?
Basically.
Okay.
Basically, I'm feeling myself, he feeling me, and then this is like where you get to that stage where men start telling you like all the things they're gonna do for you. So this is like, the hook is eating me out with no man to set him his world. Say he gonna buy me a planet. Future together, let's plan it. He's a director, so he gonna put it on camera. Okay. So basically it's just like, he loved me so much, he gonna buy me a planet. He's gonna plan a future with me. This is when a man's like, we can get married here, and we can do this, and we can do this. I can't remember what movie that's from. Oh, there's a movie, but and they're like laying in bed. And she's like, I want this, and I want this. And he's like, okay.
Basically,
okay.
You're like,
I think it's Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah. Okay.
But basically, like, a man's just telling you all the things he's going to do for you, and you kind of just eat it up because you're just so infatuated with him, and you're like, yeah, he's going to do all these things for me. So, yeah, mariposas is just about being, like, having butterflies in your stomach and, like, just being head over heels over somebody. Yeah.
Okay. Are all these personal experiences?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we flip it.
Yeah, then we flip it. We get into side B. Yeah.
The recipe
is track 5. Like that's going to be, like, our middle ground.
Middle ground. And I feel like that was, for me, what I got from it was like explaining exactly what you want. I feel like you like country man. You was talking about your sexual needs, your spiritual needs. It was like a fairy godmother or a spiritual guide kind of guiding you, but also like your head is in the clouds, but it was like grounding you, like, this is what needs to happen. And then you like, but this is what I want. I know what I want. And this is the kind of man that I want and I desire. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the recipes, you're just talking about what kind of guy you want.
Like mixing it in the pot.
Yeah, like okay, country, and I want him to be tall or whatever. And that's like maybe one type of man you like. Because, people will be like, what's your type? Yeah. I don't have a type.
You don't have a type?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like I like what I like. Whatever someone can bring to the table, like that's what I like. What they can bring, I like. Sometimes it's not always a tall guy. Tall men don't always win. Yeah. I feel like there's some shorter men out here who really be doing their thing. They really like are charmers, they're chivalrous, they have all these things. But by the end of the recipe, you realize like you'll get whatever you're desiring out of a man if you fulfill yourself first. So that's kind of what the message is at the end. Like you gotta put yourself first and you'll get everything like you want.
Exactly. I love that. Okay. And then we get straight to the point on track 6, JWFM.
JWFM.
Just want to
fuck me.
Okay. And you seeing just more true intentions coming out more. So
yeah. Okay. With that song, that's when you like realize like this is what you wanted. Cause usually after you give a man what he want, like he'll show what he's on. So just taking heed of that, like being able to use your discernment to see that, like that's what that song's basically about. Like, oh, like wait a minute, this is what this was. Like you was selling me dreams, like you was selling wolf tickets, basically. Like you didn't rock with me. You literally just want to fuck me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pimp Possible.
Yeah, that's fire.
And that's You was talking your shit on this one. You was like, a motherfucker, they gon' think they gon' pimp you, but basically, and like thinking you green, you naive, green. But basically, baby, it's
this ain't that.
Yeah, this ain't that, and that ain't this.
Right.
Okay, and you like got the ball in your hand, and I guess letting them know like this ain't flowing.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met a pimp out here, and
you really met a pimp?
Yeah.
It was just.
I met a couple pimps out here though. I have encountered multiple pimps at this point. Yeah, for sure.
Girl, and it's so crazy. Me and my last guest was just talking about how Houston's Pimp City. So
it is.
Your experience was more personal.
Yeah.
You talk about that?
Well, I met a couple pimps. I remember I was dating this one guy. Well, not dating, but I was talking to this one guy, and he was like, like if I wanted to be a pimp, I could have been a pimp. And I'm like, And he's like, I had the opportunity and and I'm just was like, all right, brother. Like, I don't know why you would tell the girl you're talking to that, but okay. Another time he tried to like lace me up on game, like like if you see like a hat with a P on it, like if they wearing a P, like it probably mean that they a pimp. Houston, I think, is pretty familiar with Macaroni Tony. Shout out Macaroni Tony, but he different, he a different type. He just there. I like Macaroni Tony.
Yeah, he's
like I see Macaroni Tony. He cool. He cool on me. He can get a dance for me. I like Macaroni Tony.
Okay, so it's good vibes.
Yeah, it's good vibes. But yeah, I've just encountered multiple people like. trying to set me up with like different OnlyFans accounts, like, you know, you can make money doing this, or you can. I'm not that type of woman, and I know that I don't carry myself like that. So that's why I made Pimp possible, because it's like, I'm not green, and you know I'm not green. Right. So it's like, why even go out of your way to do that? Like, why even go out of your way to have these conversations with me or think that this is who I am?
Okay.
You know?
Very, very weird.
Very weird. But Houston is a big pimp city. For sure. You can get caught up out here.
Oh my God.
And I'm not from here, so I think people kind of take that and think that that's a weakness.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be mindful, because motherfuckers is weird and they will try you. And I just feel like it's my last guess. We was just literally talking about that.
After I dropped Impossible, I had text messages. Like, men were sending me text messages. I've had multiple text messages like, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like, I didn't mean it like that. Or yes, you did.
But you did, yeah.
Yes, you did. But however, what I did was I just aired you out, and hopefully my music will be loud enough to help the next girl.
Yeah.
To like let her know, she's like, you don't gotta do that. You don't gotta give nobody your money.
No.
If you wanna go strip. But you have no reason to give somebody else your money.
No.
He can go show his fucking ass cheeks.
Yeah.
Go show your ass cheeks for some bread. You want me to show my ass cheeks for some bread? You want my bread?
No.
What?
No.
Ain't even, the math don't math. That's not even like.
The math doesn't math.
It doesn't
but
math.
I think that's a mental thing. Once a man can get a hold of a woman's mental, that woman is in an invisible prison.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Ladies, stay mentally strong out here.
And if you ain't, link up with somebody who is. That's something I've found. Like, I haven't always been this strong-minded.
Okay.
But I've surrounded myself with women who are. So now it's like, you can't fuck with me. And even if you try to fuck with me, I'm gonna ask somebody first. I'm like, what does this look like? Does this look green? Like, is this what game you trying to run? So sometimes it's about the resource or the people you surround yourself with. You know, like birds of a feather. Like, none of my homegirls is doing this, so why would I do this type shit?
Right.
But if all your homegirls doing it, then you're not gonna see nothing wrong with it. You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's true.
Definitely it depends on how who you surround yourself with too. Very important.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people might not, but who you surround yourself with, you're going to become that. Eventually, you might not when it first happens, but no matter what it is, whether it's some good influences besides you and your environment, or it's bad, you're going to become a product of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so next is Lick Back. Okay, Lick Back is wild.
Lick Back fire. I dropped that today,
was wild.
Like a promo video for it.
Yeah,
and like it's going stupid right now on TikTok, on Twitter.
Oh my God,
Instagram.
I have major questions. Was this somebody you were dating? They had a baby on you?
Yes. We weren't dating.
Okay.
But we were on and off probably since high school.
Okay, dang. And then you said 10 years. So I was like, whew, this is deep.
Yeah. So we dated when I was 15.
Oh my God.
That's when we first started dating. And we were pretty much on and off. I went off away to school. Like, I was in relationships, but he was always around here and there. Like, when I'm in a relationship, he wasn't, and I'm out, he back. Like, we was like best friends over anything. Like, we were best friends.
Okay. So you felt like, even though y'all wasn't together, y'all had that relationship where he could tell you, you know, if he was messing around with somebody, like,
so we would have those conversations. Like, I mean, obviously, like, I'd be in relationships too, so it was never like rough or hard or difficult to have those conversations with each other. But I think there was just like what they be saying? Like, what's explained doesn't have to, or what's understood doesn't have to be explained.
But you know what, man, you can't. No, you gotta.
It was. I felt like it was mutual on both sides. I do feel that way.
Men are slow, girl. You got.
It just
Like slow.
But he. That's what happened.
Okay.
And that happened. He broke the news to me. We were both like very heartbroken over it. Yeah, it was very sad, but it turned into anger quickly for me.
Yeah, of course.
And Lick Back was born. Yeah.
So how did you get your lick back? Him not having access to you?
I just think me being better. Just me being a better person.
Leveling up.
Yeah, leveling up. You know, I revoked the access. We don't have nothing to talk about anymore. There's nothing to discuss. Mind you, like, we were talking after the baby. After he had his baby. Like, we still were on good terms, but we fell out, and after that, I just like, you know what, I'm done with the back and forth. I have to start making a decision for Anaya. I need to focus on Anaya and the growth of Anaya, and this relationship is really like killing my spirit, like really hurting me. Yeah.
Okay.
The whole situation just was really painful, and I had to just make that decision to remove myself.
Yeah.
So
I'm proud of you, girl.
Thank you.
You had to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
You know, leveling up, and if somebody's not making you feel good, not only that, but just kind of like a part of your elevation. You know, why keep it like lagging energy around?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I hear a lot like not everybody could come with you. You can't take everyone with you. I still learn that day by day. Like every day I'm still learning that lesson, but I think that like look back is probably like my first taste of like, oh, everybody can't come.
Yeah.
Like this was bound to just not work out.
I feel it 100%. Johnny Sack. Girl, that's deep.
I went to jail.
I was going, what'd you do? If you don't mind asking
I can't
me.
tell you.
Okay.
I went to jail.
Okay.
No, it wasn't nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy.
No, it wasn't nothing crazy.
It was just, I was gonna say when you went to jail and your experience in there and talking about, and then how some of the girls was like a kikiing about.
They were kikiing.
I'm in here for this. What girl? Like it's the club. What you in here for?
Yeah, they was in there kikiing like, girls, okay, cause me too, and I'm like, me too. Like I got shit to do. You talking about me too? Like I'm trying to get out of here. Like I need to be home. Like I need to be working on my music. Like I'm trying to do something. So yeah, that's basically But I was in there. I was making friends.
Okay. But not friends that you like trying to just for the moment.
No, I'm friends.
Was it protection?
I'm friends with them on Facebook.
You are? Okay. I'm thinking
so
when you was talking about making friends, you know how sometimes you just kind of gotta bite the bullet.
Right, you be in there just chopping it up to make the time go by. Well, I'm big on the human experience. I feel like humans know more than you will ever, than any other source of knowledge is through a person and their story.
Okay.
So I'm in there and I'm getting to know these women. I'm learning why they're in there, what led them to this point, what do they do outside of here. Like I'm learning all about them. It makes you value the things you do have differently, and also when you share that experience, it can make them value the things that they have. Like you just never know. So I'm all about the human experience. So I'm in there, I'm genuinely making friends. I'm remembering their names, like I'm cycling their names in my head, because you know they don't give you a pen and paper. So I'm in there, I'm writing this music in my head, just writing this song in my head, remembering all their names. I get out and I find like half of them on Facebook.
Oh wow.
And I friend them all. We chop it up.
We
check on each other. Yeah, we check on each other's cases and just how everyone's doing. And, you know, because we're all in here for a reason. I say that in the song. We're all in here for a reason. And whatever that may be, it's usually, I would say it's usually valid. I would say women are in jail, usually it's valid. There's a valid reason why they're there. And I just wanted to get to know them and understand, like, what brought them here and how they end up at this point. So
that's deep. I love how you put different things. I love your perspective of things.
Thank you.
Like how you said, the glass half full instead of half empty type of perspective.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then the last one, the incredible true story of Anaya Kobe. And the only thing I gotta say is deep, no words. And I'm gonna let you explain that. Yeah.
I feel like
is that something you just want everybody to kind of get their own?
I feel like basically the song basically just touches on being a sexual assault victim and how it transpires into your adult life. Sometimes you're a victim as an adult. Me, I was a victim as a teenager, and then it transpired into adulthood, and I was actually sexually assaulted again in my earlier 20s, but twice when I was 17, and that's basically what the song is about, and basically how those experiences turn into suicidal ideation, depression. It's just like a really big mental health song. I want people to understand that everyone's going through things. And we say that a lot, like, well, everyone's going through something, but what are you going through?
Right.
Because maybe I'm going through something that someone else has already been through, or maybe I'm going through something that someone hasn't been through, and I can give them that perspective. You know, we're going through dark times right now, just like with the presidency and the way our government is treating women's bodies, how the men on the level that we're on hear our leader's words or internalize the things he says, or look at him and say, the president's a rapist, so I could probably be president too. No, baby. I want to shine the light on the darkness that's going on and just let women know, and men, because men get assaulted too, that there's someone out here who's been through it and that's going to advocate for it and put it in their music. I'm going to put it in the music, and I'm going to put it in everyone's face. I want people to understand it's in your face. Like, it's happening daily, and I'm going to put it there. I feel like I have a platform. I want to use my full platform. I don't want to use half of it.
First off, I'm so sorry that has happened.
It's okay. Thank you.
It's not okay.
It's not okay, but it's...
But, like, you're so brave. And the fact that you're able to speak out about it, because, again, a lot of people don't feel like they have a voice or that they're heard or it feels safe or comfortable to even express or talk about that. I can tell that you have, I don't know if you've healed completely. It's not my say, but the way you're going about it seems very healthy.
Thank you.
But like, that's why I said I'm gonna let you just talk about that and get that out. But my heart, that's like, wow, and I'm so sorry you had to deal with that.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that. I think healing isn't linear. You know, some days are better than others, but I'm just ready to be in a space where I can comfortably talk about it because it needs to be talked about, and I'd rather carry the burden of having to keep having the same conversation over and over,
right?
For someone else, because I know I'm doing it for there's someone else. You know,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes. And how you put it all together, like from just putting your voice out there to how sometimes men can think in an idiotic way. That's why I said some men are fucking slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta really like, okay, you know, like break it down and let them, you know, see.
I'm going to put it in layman's terms for you as simply as possible so you can understand that what you did was fucking wrong.
Yes.
Because sometimes you'll tell someone that they wrong and they still don't know how they wrong. It's cool. I'm finna tell you how you fucking wrong.
Yes. And
for sure. If you don't get it now, I'm gonna put a beat behind it. Now you're gonna hear how you fucking wrong. Like, oh, you don't get it? Okay, cool. I'm finna have the whole club chanting about how you was fucking wrong. Like, I really feel that way. I really,
it's a process, but I do feel like changes are happening. It might not be as rapidly, but they're happening.
Yeah, they're happening.
And we got to still keep the faith going with that. Wow, this album, what I can say is none like it. It is 101.
Thank you.
I ain't heard no artist like you, girl.
Thank you.
And I absolutely love it because I love that so many artists now are literally in their own lane.
Yeah.
We need that. I don't want to keep hearing the same thing, whether it's a man, whether it's a woman. We need all kind of different things. What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, clock it. My last guest was a Virgo too. What's going on? Okay.
Virgos have star power. It's
do.
a real thing. I share the same birthday as Cat Williams.
Okay, period.
Yes, I love to tell people that.
What's your birthday?
September 2nd.
Okay,
yes.
Mine too. Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Virgos are just stronger people. I don't know what it is. They're just endowed. Like, Virgos are just super endowed.
And explain to the people what's endowed.
Endowed is like when you're blessed with something or like chosen.
You know what y'all represent, right?
What?
You know y'all sign? That's purity.
It's something. It's funny.
I feel like that goes with endowed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think we're pretty pure human beings.
Yeah.
We're very real. Every Virgo I've met is like super real.
Yeah, definitely.
Super cutthroat.
That's why I like talking to y'all because I feel like what I say, I'm a Capricorn.
What are you? Okay.
So cool. I'm already like, you know.
I get along with Capricorns.
Yeah, we both earth signs.
Yeah.
So, especially the women, it's always a mutual respect.
Yes.
So, I love that.
Yes.
You're goated. That's why you're on the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so what is next for Lord Save Me? Like, is it a concert? I heard you talking about a deluxe too.
Yeah, I think I might do a deluxe. I have a lot of music. I have a lot of music.
Okay.
And so my next album's pretty much already done. And so there are some tracks that are like stragglers. Mm-hmm. I'm trying not to be like a musical hoarder. I'm someone who hoards my music. So if I can do a deluxe, then I think I'll do that. I just feel like there's a couple of tracks that can definitely go on this project, either on one side or the other. Mm-hmm. Even if it's just 2 or 3. So yeah, definitely thinking about doing a deluxe. It'll be on streaming platforms on the 27th, so in 2 weeks.
Okay.
For those who didn't get the early access on Even. Maybe some shows.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I really don't know. I'm kind of just going with it. Kind of gonna keep doing this rollout. Figure out this rollout. Some videos, music videos, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of just chilling. I feel like a big weight has been taken off my shoulders now that the music is just out.
Was you prepping? Like, was this like a long process for you?
Yeah, I think the first song that I wrote on that tape. Well, Lick Back is technically a re-release. So I released Lick Back in 2023, but I was like, it's too good. Like, it's got to be on this project. Mm-hmm. But other than that, the oldest song on that project started in October. So that's how long I've been working on this.
Okay. So about 6-7 months?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No.
Okay.
It's long, though. My first EP, that only took like 2-3 days.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in the studio for only like 2 days back to back.
Okay.
And I was it. Because it's only 5 tracks, but I was just on some hot shit. Like, I just was like, I want to rap. Mm-hmm. I'm coming out with a rap tape, and it's just 5 tracks, and they were all fire. Like, they were just banger after banger. This one I really took time on because I'm like, I think it's going to be more than 5. And at first it was at 7, and I was like, okay. And then it hit 9, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm at 10. Like, this is an album.
Yeah.
Because they all go together too. You know, EP is when you're doing like it's an experimental project. So maybe everything on the EP doesn't sound the same.
Okay.
But everything on this album is the same. They all relate to the same topic, and they're all rap songs. I'm really rapping on all of them.
So
my next project will not be rap.
What is it?
It's gonna be like R&B, alternative.
Okay.
Maybe like alternative R&B, rock R&B. I don't know how to explain it. It's different.
So you rap? You sing?
Yeah, I sing. I mostly sing. I just started really rapping.
Okay. So
I've always wrote raps.
Oh, okay.
I'm a singer, so
okay.
Born a singer. Like, I started singing lessons at 5.
Okay.
Instruments around the same age, piano and guitar. I picked up the bass in 5th grade.
So you an artist, a true artist. You can play how many instruments?
2. Maybe 2. My bass, I'm fluent. I'm cool with my bass.
Okay.
The piano is like here and there. Like, it's cool. On Cinderella, I play the piano a little bit. Ooh. There's like an organ part towards like the hook or towards the ending hook where I'm humming. I play the piano over that.
Okay.
I did that, so that was cool.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. So artist, musician, producer.
Yeah. Yeah, some of my tracks I produced for myself. No.
Okay.
Well, kinda.
You tapping in?
Like, I did one music video by myself, but that's really just because I didn't have the choice. And my esthetician, shout out Kay, she's always she always says grand comes later. Okay. She's like, just do what you can with what you have, and grand will come later. So I did do a music video by myself just because I was like, okay, I can do this by myself. Okay. Because she says so.
Period.
Yeah.
That's a great kind of support to have in your life.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
I love her.
So what genre, I guess, would you place your music under?
It's hip-hop.
So hip-hop?
Yeah, this is real rap. This is real hip-hop. No, I'm really rapping.
R&B too?
No, not this one.
Okay.
I think the next one will be R&B.
R&B, okay.
For sure. But this one is just hip-hop. It's real hip-hop. It's real hip-hop. I'm talking about something.
You are.
I got something to say.
You're a storyteller.
Thank you.
It definitely gives where I can envision what I'm listening to. So, and it's deep.
Yeah, thank you.
It's passionate. You can tell it's coming from the heart.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love that. Any music you can feel is always the best. Because I be wanting to feel stuff.
Yes.
Not to say I don't, but sometimes I be so nonchalant.
Yes.
I gotta feel it sometimes.
I didn't know my music could do that until like Christmas. So around Christmas, I dropped a love song.
Ooh.
It's called Love Sick.
Okay.
I'm just singing. It's like very bluesy, very soulful. Before I released it, I played it for my friend. Mm-hmm. I looked over her and she was bawling her eyes out.
What is it about?
Basically it's just about like you're yearning for this man to be in your life. Maybe the situations didn't work out, and you're just begging. The song is just, I'm just begging for like 3 minutes, like just begging you to be with me. And I was just, I don't know, I was moved. I wrote it like a drunk. One night I came home
You was lit.
From the club. Yeah, I was drunk and I was so sad.
Aww.
And I just turned the mic on and I just was like, I'm going to just sing it. The whole song is a freestyle. I woke up the next morning and I listened to it and I was like, oh my God. And I re-recorded it. But there's an original track that is a freestyle, but it's written the same way as the song. I didn't change anything about it. I just sung it again, not drunk.
What? So did something happen that night to where you was so vulnerable like that?
I feel like liquor activates that sadness that you don't want to address. So at the time, me and my boyfriend had just broke up.
Okay.
Maybe a couple months prior to that.
Okay.
We broke up in like October.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, I'm a lover girl, so I was fucked up about it. I was fucked up about it. So, yeah, one night I just, you know, you want to come home to somebody. I'm the type who want to come home to somebody. And that was just so sad. Like, he just wasn't there. I was just sad.
Yeah.
Just super sad. I could cry not talking about it.
Oh, no, don't cry. Oh my God, no. Well, you know what? I don't want to say no. I love,
I'm
like,
so
that is so, like, again, that's so pure.
Thank you.
Like, okay, I have
I'm
a
very
question.
into my feelings. I'm so sorry.
Okay, when you feel something, okay, for me, I feel some shit, and then once I let it out, I don't feel it no more.
Oh, you're like my mother.
Is that
like
bad
my
or
mother.
good? I don't know.
I think,
but that's why I said I love music that I can feel something to. Because at the end of the day, I am a human being. Like, I don't want to say, like, but there's some times where I'll be wanting to cry, but I can't cry.
that's fair, though, because sometimes I don't want to.
Really? And it's like...
And I can't help it.
And I don't...
I literally
nothing's
cannot
wrong
help it.
with that.
I be trying to shut it off. I be like, we're going to shut this shit down.
No.
And I can't. And so that's why I just run to music. When I feel like an emotion real strong, I'll just write a song. I'll just put a beat on.
That is just so beautiful. It's like,
Thank you.
Y'all have to listen to Anaya Kobe because it's coming from the heart. Like, I don't understand, like, how good of, I'm trying to get the words out. When something literally comes from the heart, that's pureness. That's that Virgo-ness. That's goatness because, again, like, we're all human, having a human experience. We're all spirits having human experience. And that's for us to feel. So, what Chris Brown got a song that says, I want to feel something. I love, like, and that just makes me like, that's what I feel. Like, so stuff like that gets me excited.
Because it's real.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's real.
And it's authentic.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's so beautiful. It's like a poem. That's like a...
Thank you.
Like, that's just so gorgeous. Like,
I feel like a lot of us wear masks. Like, a lot of us are always masking our emotions. I love to mask my emotions, but I know through my music I don't have to.
No.
And half the time people listen to my music and they don't even really listen. Like, they're not really listening.
Wow.
So I feel safe that way too. Like, I know y'all not gonna listen to me with your full ears.
No, don't say that. Everybody processes things differently, though.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe.
I feel like they're listening. Yeah.
I'm cool if they not, though. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I'm cool if you not. Because I could get it off.
Yeah.
Versus, you know.
Do you feel like, okay, when you are recording and you let that rawness out, okay, then when you perform it, are you going to feel that again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. At my release show the other night, I did look back.
And congratulations to that. You're welcome.
Thank you.